Whenever I'm faced with quite a difficult problem like this, the first thing I always do is jump straight to the last line and look what we need to do here. Work out the number of people in the office. Let's call that X. So the number of people in the office is X. And now we need to work backwards from here. So we need to make a plan of how we get from this 84 to X. And we can start to make some equations in terms of X. And I'll next go back up to this information up here, and 1/4 of the females, I'm going to call that F, add 3/8 of the males, which I'm going to call M, that's equal to 84. But it still isn't involving X. So next I want to get rid of the F, and I can use this information up here. And that's that there are twice as many females as males. So I could think about this as a ratio. There's a 2 to 1, and then I can convert that into a fraction. So 2/3 of the office are female, and 1/3 of the office are male. Okay, that's fantastic. So now I can replace this F with 2/3 of X. So we have 1/4 of 2/3 of the office. And now I'm adding 3/8 of a third of the office. And that's equal to 84. We now got an equation we can work with. We can now solve for X. We don't need this information up here anymore. Whenever you come across quite a complicated equation, first thing you want to do is simplify down. So 1/4 times 2/3, that's 2/12. So I've got 2/12x, and I've got 3/8 times a third, times the numerators, I get 3 times 1, and 8 times 3. That gives me 3/24x. That's still equal to 84. Now I want to combine both of these. So if I'm trying to add 2/12ths and 3/24ths, I can quite easily convert this 12ths into 24ths. So if I times both the numerator and the denominator by 2, I get 4/24. Then I need to add 3/24. So in total, that's going to give me 7/24 lots of x, and that's equal to 84. Now all I need to do is divide by 7/24. So I'll get 84, and when I divide by a fraction, I times by the reciprocal. So that's times by 24/7. And again, I want to avoid doing any complicated calculations here, so I'm not going to do 84 times 24. I'm going to do 84 divided by 7. That sounds a bit easier to me. Now this is in your times tables. If you didn't know this, then you could always do this method here. 7's into 8, carry the 1, 7's into 14, that's 2. So that's 12. And now I'm doing 12 times 24. There's a shortcut you can do to do this mentally. You can simply think that 12 times 2 gives you 24. So if you do 12 times 12 times 2, that's going to be the same as 12 times 24. 12 times 12 is 144, times that by 2, you get 288. So 288 must be our answer. And if we wanted to, we could do a quick check. So if we have 288, and we split that into this ratio here, then 288 divided by 3 doesn't go into 2, goes in 9 times to 28, remainder 1, and it goes in 6 times, so that's 96. So there must be 96 males, 3/8 of 96. Now if I divide 96 by 8, again this is one of your times tables, so you should know this one, but that's 12. So this must be 12 people. And then 1/4 of the females. Now to work out how many females there are, there's 96 males. So if we do 96 and we times that by 2, 2 times 6 is 12, 18, add that, we get 192. 1/4 of 192. So I'm going to do how many 4s go into 192. Doesn't go, goes in 4 times, remainder 3, and that's 8. So then I get 48. Aha, and it happens to even some of the best of us, sometimes we make a mistake. I worked out an eighth instead of 3/8, so I need to times this by 3. And that gives me 36. And if I add both of these together, then we get 84.